Thistle brass, ladies and gentlemen. A great way to enter today's ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the University of Stirling. I declare open this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. Please take your seats. So it's not 40 degrees yet, so that's quite good news. In a very busy sports hall here at the University of Stirling this morning. So perhaps not quite as warm a welcome as I thought I might have to give you to kick off today's proceedings. But a huge welcome to everybody who's come along today, not just to receive their awards, but also to support those who are receiving their awards. To all those who are watching on the stage, members of the University Court, other guests, ex-honorary graduates of the University, and of course the University's senior management and academic staff. Everybody is very welcome. I think we're going to have a fabulous day in the sunshine. I hope you make the most of it and enjoy every moment. My name's Jack McConnell. A long time ago, I was a student at this university, and it's my great honour these days to be the university's Chancellor and to preside over these great celebrations. So I am delighted to be here in every respect and delighted that you are here too. Our special guest today is Dr. Walter Humes, our distinguished honorary graduand. The degree of Doctor of the University is awarded to outstanding individuals in their field or to those who have rendered outstanding service to the University, and Walter meets both criteria with distinction. Over the course of his career, his work has spanned education, policy and history, curriculum, teacher education, leadership and management. He's consistently challenged conventional thinking about the respective roles of politicians, officials and professionals in shaping and delivering education policy. After retiring in 2010, Walter joined the University of Stirling, first as a visiting professor and later as an honorary professor, a role that he held until last year. He will receive shortly the award of Doctor of the University in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the field of education. We'll hear more about Walter later in the ceremony, and I've had the honour occasionally in this role over the last 7 years to meet some of my heroes in the fields of sport or the arts and give them honorary degrees. But as a former school teacher, a former education student here at the University of Stirling, a former education minister, I am today meeting one of my education heroes, and I'm delighted that Walter is here and that we are recognising his amazing contribution. I like noisy graduation ceremonies. Perhaps in the mood of the day, the mood of the fortnight, I should say, no Stirling, no party. I like watching those American graduation ceremonies where everybody's whooping and hollering and people are not doing that British thing where we all sit and politely clap at the end. So today we want this to be a noisy graduation ceremony. This is a special moment in your lives. So make the most of it and enjoy it to the full. The people who are here with you today, some of whom may be watching online too, will have played an incredible role, I'm sure, in your lives over these recent years. Maybe perhaps not just in your university years, but those of you who had the difficult challenge in senior secondary or high school years of getting through the COVID pandemic too. So I think we should start off with a very big cheer for all of those who've supported you on this journey and are here today or watching online to celebrate it with you. So for the parents and the friends and the supporters, please give them all a very big cheer. There we go. No Stirling, no party. There we go. We're off. The Chancellor's robes were first worn by Lord Robbins, who, for those of you who are my age or older, you might remember that Lord Robbins was the person who set out the plan for the expansion of higher education in the 1960s in the UK. And we were very lucky to have him as our first Chancellor in this brand new university in 1967-68. And he set out 3 challenges for the university. The first of those was to be part of the community. And Stirling University has always been a part of the local community and both assisted and supported the local community, as well as having incredible support from it in return. We're a very active participant in the city deal for Stirling and Clackmannanshire, which is helping to grow the local economy. These incredible sporting facilities are used on a daily basis by people from the local community, as well as by world champions and Olympic champions. And perhaps that's a moment just to recognise that we will have at least 20 members of the university sporting community representing not just Scotland but other international teams at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow next month, and we wish all of them the very best and hope we will bring back as many medals as they brought back the last time. The second challenge was to be innovative, and as a new university, like all new universities, Stirling took many years to reach research excellence and full research capacity. But these days, this university is in the top 5 in Scotland and the top 50 in the UK. 80% of our research is regarded as considerably impactful, and 80% of our research is world-leading in its accreditation. We have, for example, recently we've been researching the impact of the smoking ban in Scotland, something very close to my heart, 20 years ago, and university researchers have shown there's been a 96% reduction in second-hand smoke insulation in Scotland in the course of that 20 years. But they're now looking ahead and researching the impact of vaping and nicotine on young people nowadays and in schools in particular, and making recommendations to government and to society on how to deal with that. So we're constantly innovating and doing things that are different and new in this university and having an impact in society. And the third big challenge he set out was for this university to be international. And today we have, I think, if I'm right, 28 different nationalities being represented in our graduands and graduates by the end of the morning. I don't know if there's anybody here from Brazil, but I will wish you well for tonight if you are. And in the spirit of the occasion, I don't know if there's anybody here from Ghana, but you did do quite well last night. Maybe I should mention that as well. But now we have an incredible range of, I think, 4 different continents represented here this morning. And I believe that all of those international students enrich our community here at the University of Stirling, our campus and our academic studies and our research. We should welcome them. And of course, none of that happens by accident. All of that success, all that research, all the teaching that's led to your awards here today. So, as well as thanking the parents and supporters and friends who are with you today, let's also thank the university staff, academic and non-academic, everybody who's made a contribution to the success of this university and your own personal success too. So for the staff and those who work here at the university, please thank them as well. But today's not really about the institution, is it? It's about you and all the hard work that you have put in. And while you should glow with pride for graduating from the University of Stirling as you leave here today, you should also recognise that you've got a real passport to the future in this academic award, degree or otherwise. 96% of Stirling students are either in further academic study or in work within 15 months of leaving the university. And we're very proud of that practical side to what we do. But we also know that you are going into a world that is probably facing more uncertainty than at any time since the 1980s, back when I graduated. You've got incredible resilience, or you wouldn't be here. I know that some of you have gone through these years, both the COVID pandemic and the aftermath of it, and you've managed to get your degrees successfully, and that shows a remarkable resilience. You will face real challenges, as you know, as you go out into the world of work or further studies. I was thinking this morning actually about this, and I failed my first 2 interviews for jobs when I left Stirling. I was very cocky. I thought I was going to walk into a job, even in the difficult times back then. Both of the first 2 interviews that I got to, I didn't get the job. The first teaching job I had was a temporary contract that I was promised was going to be a permanent contract, and it didn't come about that way, and I ended up going to a different school. And I had 10 fantastic years at a different school locally in the first permanent job that I got. And actually, even when I first stood for First Minister of Scotland, I lost that election as well. And I tried again a year later and had the honour of achieving that position and everything that's happened to me since. So your first failure is not your final failure. It's not the one that will knock you back forever. You're going to have moments, ups and downs, in the years ahead. Learn from the downs and enjoy the ups, and make sure that you make the most of them and those opportunities. There are always going to be second chances, even when the first chances don't come about or don't work out, which is also a possibility too. But grab those second chances and make the most of the first chances, and have the best possible optimism in everything that you do. There are opportunities out there too, though. Yes, there are uncertainties, climate change, conflict, and all the things that we see around us, the fast pace of technological change. But there's opportunities as well, remarkable new innovations in health that are saving lives and giving people opportunities they would never have had in the past. These changes in technology are threatening, and they are worrying at times, but they're also incredibly impactful, and they can help us achieve much more as a human race. There are opportunities, of course, to travel, opportunities in life that were not that possible that long ago. So I hope that you're going to enjoy all of those. When I was a student here, we used to campaign around the slogan, "Education is a right, not a privilege." But through the years, through the decades since, I've realised it's both. It's a right and a privilege. So we remember today those who cannot go to school, cannot go to university, cannot get their education because of the conflict raging around them or other challenges. So don't take it for granted. Enjoy it today, celebrate it, but never ever take it for granted. Realise that you've got a position to make an impact in your life, to look for solutions, not scapegoats, to be all you can be, but also to give all that you can give. We live in an incredible world, as much beauty as it has horror. We have, in humanity, we have a lot of bad things happening just now, but we also have no limits, really, to what we can achieve as human beings. And in the UK, even with all the challenges we face, this is still one of the most attractive and successful countries in the world, and we should enjoy being here. So today, look forward to the future with optimism, with hope. Be ready for it and be resilient, but also enjoy the future. However, today, enjoy the moment. Have a great day, enjoy your celebration, and let's get on with the ceremony. Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to call upon Professor Neville Wiley to present Dr. Walter Humes.
Representatives of University Court, staff, graduates, families and friends, it is my great pleasure today to present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University of Stirling, Walter Malcolm Humes. This doctorate is in recognition of Walter's long and distinguished career in Scottish education as a scholar and a critical commentator on Scottish education policy and practice. Walter's entire career, indeed his entire life, has been connected in one way or another to the Scottish education system. It began, as so many scholars of education do, with a stint at the coalface. After completing an undergraduate studies in English language and literature. Walter took a diploma in education and teaching certificate before commencing work as a secondary school teacher in English, first in London and later in Renfrewshire. His career as an academic began in 1972 when he completed... He's aged well. When he completed his PhD on the problem of identity in the novels of Iris Murdoch. And over the course of the next 38 years, Walter established himself as one of the leading authorities in education studies. His seminal monograph, entitled The Leadership Class in Scottish Education, published in 1986, is still widely cited and has been described as a game changer in policy studies. He's also played an influential role in teacher education, editing the Scottish Education Review in the 1990s and acting as lead editor of no fewer than 5 editions of Scottish Education, a book that has become one of the standard texts for education students in Scottish universities. His achievement as a researcher was recognised in 2019 when he became the first Scottish academic to receive the prestigious John Nisbet Fellowship for the British Education Research Association. Walter professed to retire in 2010. However, his output remained undiminished. I counted about 35 scholarly publications appearing since that date. And at Stirling, we have benefited hugely from Walter's presence over these years as a visiting and later honorary professor. He's guided our PhD students, contributed to our undergraduate curriculum, reviewed research outputs, and co-published with colleagues in the Division of Education. He's been a hugely valued colleague. Now, throughout his career, Walter recognized the importance of communicating outside the academic bubble, framing his ideas in terms that are intelligible to the broader public and land with a suitably loud thud in policymaking circles. Walter honed his skills as a public communicator through a decade-long involvement as a columnist for the Times Educational Supplement and in regular contributions to online journals such as the Scottish Review and the Sceptical Scot. Public policy making in any area is improved when it's subjected to external scrutiny from critical friends in the academy and open to informed debate within the wider public. But in Scotland, at least, this observation is especially true for the area of education policy. On the one hand, the genuine esteem with which Scottish education system has been held over the ages has the danger of creating precisely the kind of environment in which those charged for its delivery and development can fall victim to complacency and overconfidence. Scottish educationalists and the Scottish education institutions have played an outsized role in the furtherance of society and scientific innovation, from the medieval period through the Enlightenment right up to the present day. It's easy to understand how beliefs can become set in stone and why policies once adopted become resistant to change. We are told, for instance, that rocks must have to melt before some totems shaping the Scottish university system will be open for debate. On the other hand, the reason why Scottish education has achieved the successes it has might fairly be put down to the value successive generation of Scots have placed on education as an engine for social mobility. This conviction was strengthened after 1999 when education was one of 3 policy areas, alongside health and justice, to be transferred into the hands of the Scottish Parliament. Scots have looked upon investment in education of their young people as one of the principal manifestations of how the devolution settlement deepened possibilities for democratic participation and civic activism in Scotland. It's against this backdrop that educationalists such as Walter Humes have sought to stimulate and inform public debate on education issues. One of the key threads running through Walter's work has been a desire to enhance the quality of decision-making around education policy. This is, by its very nature, a delicate topic and not one that has necessarily endeared him to those in power. Walter's articles questioned the quality of leadership, both in Holyrood and in some local authorities. He's exposed the unhealthy, close relationship between elected members, whether MSPs and councillors, and their officials, and the dangerously conformist and risk-averse culture of policy-making community that has historically been reluctant to admit to the influence of outside voices. What concerns Walter is the collective failure of those not just inside the tent, such as politicians and their policy advisors, but those outside the tent, in academia, the media and wider civil society, to challenge the dominant narratives, air conflicting and alternative perspectives, and subject policy initiatives to rigorous, dispassionate analysis. Walter insists that this matters because a defective policy-making environment leads to choices that are liable to ignore the long-term needs of young learners in Scotland. Attitudes shaped by a parochialism of the present spawn policies whose time horizons are constrained to a single electoral cycle or a ministerial tenure. Initiatives suffer from adverbial overload, addressing sentimental isms that make good sound bites but fail to address the harsh realities of children's lives. Meanwhile, a lack of investment in data collection has led to policy outcomes being poorly understood and incapable of meaningful international comparison. Most of all, there's a danger that policy becomes divorced from the wider discussions of what we are trying to achieve, and an awareness of how education policy is inextricably linked to the broader political and social agenda. In Walter's view, education policy is ultimately not just about the knowledge and dispositions we want to promote among learners, but about the kind of society we want to create. And this requires policymakers to enter unfamiliar territory and engage with deeper concepts such as freedom, authority, rights, justice, and democracy. Chancellor, if the role of the academic is to speak truth to power, in Walter Humes we have an individual who exemplifies this tradition and this ambition. In the name and by the authority of the Academic Council and in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the field of education, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Walter Humes.
I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of the University. Congratulations. Dr. Humes is now signing the roll of the honorary graduates, which has been signed by every honorary graduate, almost 450 of them since 1967. Congratulations, Dr. Humes. We'll hear a little bit more from Dr. Humes later in the ceremony on behalf of the graduates. Looking forward to that. We shall now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions, and I call upon Professor Kirsty Blair and Professor Angus Vine of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dear Beer. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours English Studies, and recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Dissertation, Laura Vecchi. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours English Studies, Gregory Vincent Barton. Caitlin Bothwell. Charlie Ryan Britton. Sean Clooney. Katie Curry. Lucy Doherty. Ashley Fraser. Jennifer Lee Hall. Angela Hegarty. Matthew Hegarty. Melissa Holland. Lucy Kearney. Matilda Kennedy. Paulina Klotchko. Neve McGurk. Pete Needham. Elizabeth Nicol. Alicia Peverley. Mashata Rabi. Jessica Scott. Elise Titterington. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Film and Media, Hannah Forsyth. Lindsay Ann Gallagher. Dylan Gregor. Jack McLean. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and French, and a recipient of the Edward and Thomas Lunt Prize, awarded for the best performance in English Studies, and a recipient of the John Drakakis Prize, awarded for the best piece of work in Shakespeare or Early Modern Studies, and a recipient of the Simone de Beauvoir Prize, awarded for the best performance in French, and a recipient of the D. Amy Chin Prize, awarded for the best gender-based dissertation, Jagan and Dow. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and History, Spencer Haynes. Alexandria Spence. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Journalism Studies, Ethan Leggett. Katie Rainforth. Emma Forbes Walker. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Philosophy, Phoebe Fern McCormack. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Politics, Emily Kerr. Helen Louds. Emily Dawn Steele. Charlie Elizabeth Vance. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Religion, Alia Hosseini. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Studies and Psychology, Francesca Jane Engels. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, European Languages and Society, with International Management, Valeria Blashko. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French, Lina Jabari. Nicholas Kennedy. Alice Keeneborough. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French and History, Christy Helen Richardson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French and Journalism Studies, Natasha McKechnie. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French and Law, Shugri Farah. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French and Mathematics, Kirsten Flora Robertson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French and Spanish, Holly Mae Fletcher. Leonie McFadden. Sophie Nicol. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours International Management with European Languages and Society, Jennifer Neal. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Religion and Sociology, Charlotte Allerberton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Spanish and Latin American Studies, and a recipient of the Jose Blanco White Prize, awarded for the best performance in Spanish, and a recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for the best dissertation, Peter Deegan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Spanish and Latin American Studies, Logan Anderson. Kieran James Connaughton. Holly Cowan. Lucy Dick. Tristan Teagarden.
Angus Vine, thank you very much. And I didn't want to embarrass her in advance. I hope I'm not embarrassing her too much now. But can I particularly congratulate Ashley Fraser, who had a baby about 2 weeks after handing in her dissertation. And I think that was a remarkable spring, Ashley. I hope you and the baby are doing well. Best not to say it before she has to walk along the stage, I think. Right, so we will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. And I call upon Professor Jane Donaldson and Professor Peter Matthews of the Faculty of Social Sciences to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Applied Social Research, Alexander Morris McLaren. Wendy Susan McNeill. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Francis Gunn. Susan Mshay. For the degree of Master of Science Social Work Studies, Sandy Akpatoba. Katarina Todorova-Gradeva. Chun Kit Yuen. For the Postgraduate Diploma Applied Professional Studies Social Work Practice Education, William Allen Stables. For the Postgraduate Diploma Tertiary Education with Teaching Qualification Further Education, Connor Michael Halligan. Catherine Humphrey. David Johnston. Kim Lo Si. Gail McMorrow. Christopher John Moffat. Ewan Victor Cleland Monroe. Colin Friel Nicholson. Thomas Joseph Slaven. Helen Sturgeon. For the Postgraduate Certificate, Applied Professional Studies, Adult Services Support and Protection, Francesco Crisafulli. Chris Elaine Davey. Lisa Carlson. Victoria McIntosh. Yvonne McQueen. Heather Paul. For the Postgraduate Certificate, Applied Professional Studies, Child Welfare Protection, Folasade Oluwafunke Ashe. Hannah Julie Cunningham. Faye Erin Fowler. Lorna Louise Gentleman. Robin Munro. Sarah Napier. Jonathan Pimentel. Ashley Reid. Yolanda Spittle. Heather Thompson. Cheryl Tollan. For the postgraduate certificate, Applied Professional Studies, Social Work Practice Education, Michael Joe Kamisa. For the postgraduate certificate, Tertiary Education with Teaching Qualification, Further Education, Scott Chaplin. Sandra Mary Coulter. John Gerard Dawson. Amal El Ramli. Chris Hattie. Nicole McKinnon. Julie McMillan. Catherine Snedden. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Law and the recipient of the SSPC Honours Prize awarded for their best performance, Nicole Charlotte Cowan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Law and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize, Grace Haggart. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Law, Catherine Gilhooly. Lydia Harmander. Cara Kennedy. Maya Krenica. Ellie Noble. Paige O'Brien. Grace Quinn. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Philosophy, Kayla Kelly. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Politics, Amy Archer. Saskia Dolan. Caitlin Burns. Sam Frost. James Galbraith. Eleanor Nichol. Stella Stove. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Social Policy and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize and the recipient of the SSPC Honours Prize awarded for the best performance, Antonio Langford. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Social Policy, Nairi Brankin. Liam Carlin. Abby Cook. Josie Grote. Jonathan Marrett. Katie McCulloch. Hannah Steedman. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Sociology, and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize, and the recipient of the SSPC Honours Prize, awarded for the Best Performance in Honours, Audrey Linton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Sociology, and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize, Leah Crawford. Flora Elizabeth Gabrielle Kirkpatrick. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology and Sociology, Holly Anderson. Amrit Kaur Atwal. James Bartley. Louisa Black. Lindsay Brown. Emma Buchanan. Savannah Butler. Neve Kearney. Stephanie Cairns. Samuel Cardozo. Claire Collin. Jack Collingwood. Kieran Colombo. Charlotte Conahan. Cameron Craney. Lucy de Villiers. Gabrielle Doherty. Taylor Fox. Antonia Demi Frobisher. Scott Gardner. Kayla Gauck. Georgia Hadley. Rachel Harrower. Ryan George Home. Emily Ingram. Joel Jeffy. Nicole Johnston. Emma King. Archie Kinnear. Amy Rose Laurie. Danielle Alexandru Lupash. Abigail McClelland. Rachel McGrath. Ellie McNee. Ilsa Menim. Lexi Alana Morrison. Amelia May Murray. Katie Namdi. Becca O'Hare. Kirsty Grace O'Neill. Anna Mary Ortak-Chiska. Elena Padilla Alcantar. Oliver Randall. Isla Jane Trinity Reed. Erin Rock. Lily Rose Monica Roeda. Jane Shanks. Sophia Margaret Sigjobjornsdottir. Katie Stewart. Erin Andy Stocks. Logan Ward. Ellis Williams. Rihanna Woleke. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Education with Specialism in Early Years, Lucy Cleet. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Education with Specialism in Inclusive Practice, Heather MacLeod. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Education with Specialism in Modern Languages, Tamara Shavitzel. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Education with Specialism in the Environment, Paul Alexander Brian Padden. Caitlin Rutherford. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours English Studies and Professional Education Secondary, Kayla Dobbin. Lucy Jane Hassan. Molly McNair. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours English Studies and Religion and Professional Education, Megan Anderson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours French with Spanish and Professional Education Secondary, Jasmine Elizabeth Davidson. Brooke Pattison. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Politics and Professional Education Secondary, Aidan Boyd. Erin Catherine Dignon. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Professional Education Secondary, and the recipient of the Alistair Ross Memorial Prize, awarded for the best essay submitted by a student on Scottish Studies, and the recipient of the Kevin Clark Prize, awarded for the best essay submitted by a student who is first in their family to attend university, Ellie Macmillan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Professional Education Secondary, Alison Brown. Kirsty Cook. Jamie Fleming. Louise Middleton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Sociology, and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for outstanding performance, and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize, and the recipient of the SSPC Honours Prize, awarded for the best performance, Holly Edmonds. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Sociology, Kirsten Fraser. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours History and Sociology and Professional Education Secondary, Ailey Clark. Rhys Greenshields. Anya Leitner. Clara Penrose Campbell. Sophie McCabe Sanderson. Rebecca White. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Philosophy and Religion and Education, Megan Binns. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Politics and Social Policy, Nicola Jane White. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Politics and Sociology, Amy Withers. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary with Specialism in Early Years, Katie Beattie. Scott Joseph Coventry. Nicole Emily Ann Crossan. Emily Madeleine Morrison di Lombardi. Caitlin Duffy. Sophie Gardner. Brooke Heary. Ailey Louise Kane. Michael McCormack. Rachel McIntosh. Neve McWatt. Nicole Morrison. Charlotte Muir. Zoe Ramsey. Caitlin Spence. Amy Hutchison Thompson. Erin Catherine Sarah Yates. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in inclusive practice, and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for outstanding performance in social sciences, Holly Anderson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in inclusive practice, Antonia Christine Brodie. Amy Elizabeth Buchanan. Leah Dodd. Heather Gibson. Joe Robertson Hall. Leonie Hunter. Jade Laurie. Robin Mary Sarah McPherson. Neve Hannah Much. Alexia Reed. Charlize Robertson. Louise Poppy Wilson. Leah Winchcole. Rachel Wishart Smith. Anne Ewell. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in literacy, Mia Barr. Matilda Brooks. Drew Daly Campbell. Katie Chambers. Natasha Megan Forbes. Gemma Gerstenberger. Courtney Grimley. Eloise Pollock. Sophie Reed. Claire Scott. Natalie Stark. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in modern languages, Emma Bailey. Lauren Elizabeth Candlish. Emma Fian. Martha Helen Johnston. Naomi Kirk. Cara Langton. Ellie Elizabeth Sunderland. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in numeracy, Dion Gillespie. Samantha Hay. Sophia Liao. Sarah Rocks. Sky Stewart. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education, Primary, with Specialism in the Environment, Paige Agnes Kiai. Farah Hassan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Religion and Professional Education, Secondary, Leah McTavish. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Social Work and the recipient of the Nancy Ward Memorial Prize, awarded for the best final year social work performance, Pamela Hunter. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Social Work and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for outstanding performance, Jessica Ann Houston. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Social Work, Kerry Bomer. Sarah Hermione Gray. Morven Catherine Hendry. Kirsty McCorriskin. Emily McGill. Atlanta Milne. Samantha O'Donnell. Hannah Trickett. Haruka Uemura. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Sociology and Social Policy, and the recipient of the Excellence in Dissertation Prize, and the recipient of the SSPC Honours Prize, awarded for Best Performance, Ailsa Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Sociology and Social Policy, Ellie Dugan. Victoria Dismanska. Ellie Sinclair. Caitlin Smith. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Sociology and Spanish, Elise Kristen Cabanes Bouveng. Avery Russell. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Biology and Professional Education Secondary, Alana Addison. Holly Aitken. Ruri Leck. Louise Russell. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Mathematics and Professional Education Secondary, Molly Jack. Leah Mungle. Ewan Ross. For For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Sport, Physical Education and Professional Education, Olivia Allison. Jennifer Brown. Louise Carroll. Katie Draper. Murray Fleming. Cal Gorkin. Cara Gordon. Jack Graham. Saffron Rose Hadfield Baird. Caitlin Hamilton. Ewan Hamilton. Kirsten Harper. Rachel Hurrell. Gabriella Maratea. Holly Marshall. Iona McDougall Watson. Abby McGill. Laurel McNaught. Louisa Miller. Edward Paul Mitchell. Orla Moore. Carolyn Ray. Claire Robinson. Dion Russell. Alana Thompson. Leighton Wardrop. Aaron War. Lucy Yeadon. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Criminology and Sociology, Holly Christina Stewart. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, History and Sociology, Jessica Elliott. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Sociology and Social Policy, Caitlin McEwen. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Teaching Qualification for Further Education, Kirsty Barr. Anne-Marie Lindsay. Thomas McLeish. Claire Louise Miller. Julie Ann Rooney. Karen Sarah Spinks. Hannah Stone. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Sport, Physical Education and Professional Education, Katie Mary Hamill. Neil Kenneth. For the University Diploma Teaching Qualification for Further Education, James Dunlop Barry. Lindsay Blair. And Mark T. Guthrie.
Peter Matthews. That was quite a stint, wasn't it? Yeah. Well done. Well done, Peter. Well done. Now, it's getting a bit hot in here, isn't it, I think? It's been a long morning so far. I'm going to suggest something a little bit different, see if it works this morning. I might try it in the other ceremonies as well. Do you want to just stand up for a minute? Just stretch your legs. Just... Right. That'll do. That's enough. Just wake us all up. Just get us all in the right place for the remainder of the ceremony. Thanks very much. No, you don't get 2 minutes. You only get 1 minute. Okay, so more to come. More to come. Now, we go on with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. And I now call upon Professor Kevin Grant and Dr. Rod Bain of Stirling Business School to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Economics and Marketing and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Dissertation, Scott Fisher. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Economics and Marketing, Aaron Glendye. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Marketing, Leandro Scardini Matias Jr. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Dissertation, Connor Robert McQuaid. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics, Ludovico Bianchi. Cassia Jamaima Bautista Buca. Elliot Bunn. Josh Connor. William Dunn. Alice Rose Eastwood. Magnus Friel. Alexandru Gogu. Joseph Hadfield. Ben Harrison. Ewan Honeyman. Finlay Jack. Hugo Larkin. Alexander Lewis. John Mackay. Cosmo McFarlane. Cameron Mundell. Joaquin Dreni Paz Calderon. Felicia Marie Schlieder. Fergus Sims. Moses Tay. Samuel Torbett. Herbert Fabrizio Toro Govia. Charlotte Wren. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics and Environmental Science, Lily Henderson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics and Finance, Ben Armitage. Jill Rajiv Badiani. Mohammed Hassan. Samuel King. Kathleen Laurie. Bobby McKinney. Maciek Miazek. Rinu Rose Michael. Gaurab Pudel. Dara Jasmine Onika Spencer. Kevin Taylor. Alex Timms. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Business Studies and Finance, Hilary Cowie.
I think he had a bit of an easier stint, but Rod Bain, thank you, well done. Those of you on this side of the hall might be able to see that he wins the prize for the best socks of the day. Now, as well as everybody who's here, which is fabulous, and you've all given them a lot of support and cheers this morning, there are some people who can't be with us who are graduating today, whether they have already perhaps moved away with a job, or maybe they're ill and not able to take part today, but their graduation means just as much to them as for those of you who are here, and many of them will be watching on the online service. So I confer upon those candidates listed in the official record who have satisfied the academic requirements and who are not present the awards for which they are qualified. Congratulations to them as well. And it now gives me great pleasure to call upon Dr. Walter Humes to address our Assembly on behalf of those who have received their awards. Dr. Humes.
Chancellor, Principal, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests. I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of the new graduates. At my advanced age, although not quite as advanced as Professor Wiley nearly said, I'm very honoured to be included in that category. I'm grateful to Professor Wiley for his generous comments about my career, a career which I was able to continue thanks to the invitation from Stirling to be involved in the work of the Education Division. My personal association with Stirling has been a very happy one, giving me the opportunity to teach able and, of course, incredibly hard-working students, and also to collaborate with academic staff. I want to pay a particular tribute to Professor Mark Priestley in the Division of Education, with whom I've co-written a number of book chapters and articles. Mark is an internationally recognised scholar in the field of curriculum studies, and I've learned a great deal from his thinking and research. I like to give an audience hope, and so let me assure you that I've been asked to keep my remarks fairly brief. I'm not quite sure what will happen if I go beyond the 5 minutes allocated. Perhaps there is a trapdoor beneath my feet, or possibly the microphone will simply be cut off. This is above all a day to mark achievement and an opportunity to celebrate success. I think all of today's graduates would acknowledge that in addition to their own efforts, they have benefited greatly from the knowledge and support of many others. Within the university, your main contact will have been with the professors and lecturers in the discipline in which you have specialised. But a university depends on the expertise of a much wider range of people, and I'm going to mention a few, but it's not comprehensive. Library staff, computer experts, support staff of various kinds, behind-the-scenes administrators who arrange events such as today's graduation. I've been struck by how detailed the choreography for today's event has been, and it's obviously clear that a great deal of work has gone into the planning of this. Your direct contact with some of these groups may have been limited, but they will have contributed greatly to your university experience. It's also likely that there will have been times when you have relied on the encouragement of your fellow students, who may have helped you through difficult pieces of content. And not least, your family and friends will have been a major support at those pressure points which nearly all students encounter. Studying for a degree is rarely a trouble-free experience, so the point I'm making is that in celebrating your own award, you should also pay tribute to those close to you who have helped you make it possible. In addition to the intellectual atmosphere of the university, Stirling offers a wonderful physical environment with a campus that is the envy of many other universities. It has first-class sports facilities and has produced world and Olympic champions, particularly, but not exclusively, in the field of swimming. I have a small confession to make at this point. I always think that's a good tactic, because if people are drifting off, the prospect of someone making a confession perhaps jolts them up. I fear it may be a disappointment. It's not going to be front-page news on the tabloids. I'm quite a keen, but not a good swimmer. I visit my local pool 2 or 3 times a week in an effort to keep the heart attack at bay. But I've never actually had the courage to use the Stirling pool. My fear has been that I would be plodding along with my steady breaststroke when I would suddenly be swamped and submerged as Duncan Scott or one of the other Stirling stars flashed past me at a terrific rate. It's rather a fantasy, I know, as I'm sure I wouldn't be allowed in the pool when the real swimmers were training. On a more serious note, I want to offer a brief reflection on what now lies ahead for the new graduates. It is not an easy time because of the uncertain political and economic climate. And as you will be aware, some new graduates find it difficult to obtain employment commensurate with their qualifications. And this situation can be made even more stressful when we see examples of high flyers in the world of information technology making their first billion before the age of 30. But these are exceptions. If you don't get the start you were hoping for straight away, do not despair. We've had the example of the Chancellor who reported on his early career. Keep trying to find a suitable outlet for the knowledge and skills you have acquired here. I didn't get my first professorship until I was in my 50s, and there were times when my career seemed to have stalled. But I continued persevering with the research that I thought was important and needed to be done, and in time its value was recognised. I should perhaps admit that I may have contributed to the static periods myself. As Professor Wiley hinted, some of my research output may have ruffled a few fine feathers in the Scottish educational establishment. But I think it's important to remain true to your own values. Conformity, in my view, is overvalued in many organisations, and there are occasions when the pressure to conform should be resisted. Sometimes you need to be prepared to take a stand if you think important principles are involved. The university will want to maintain contact with today's graduates and hear about their achievements. And if by any chance you do become one of those high-tech billionaires, you may want to think of your old university as a possible way of reducing your tax liability. Just a thought. For the moment, this is a time to celebrate your achievements in the company of family and friends. Make the most of the occasion and ensure its high spirits are captured in film and photographs, perhaps to be revisited with some mild embarrassment on future occasions. I offer you my personal congratulations and wish you all the best for the future. Finally, I would ask my fellow graduates to join me in showing their appreciation for their time at Stirling and for the many social, intellectual and cultural experiences it has offered. We have been very privileged to have had this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Humes Walter, not just for being here today and your wise words, but for everything you have contributed in Scotland and beyond over these decades. It is truly appreciated. Now, every university, as Dr. Humes has said, has all kinds of staff and people making it work for you and for the wider community and for society as a whole, but it also needs a leader, and we have a special one here. And I call upon Professor Sir Jerry McCormick, our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, to address our Assembly. Jerry.
Thanks very much, Jack, and good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. I've got some good news. Mine is the last speech, and you get out into the fresh air afterwards, and it's relatively short. Graduation is one of the most important events in the university calendar and a significant milestone in your journey. It's a chance to recognise your resilience and tenacity and to celebrate your achievements with your classmates, our staff and the family and friends who've supported you along the way. Today, as you've heard already, you join a global Stirling network of more than 115,000 alumni across 180 countries. Built over nearly 60 years, it includes graduates making a difference across the world in business, sport, health, science, and the arts. As you leave Stirling, I hope you will stay connected with this university and indeed with one another. Wherever life takes you, know that you'll always be part of this place. You may not regularly spend time on campus, but I hope it will always be a place where you feel you belong, somewhere you can return to, reconnect with, and still call home. Graduation is a pivotal point in life, a moment to look back at how far you've come and to look ahead to what might come next. But your career is not a one-act play. The first job you get doesn't lock you in for life. Pivot, change your mind, be open to opportunities, endure. A change in perspective, a book you read, an inspirational person can alter not only what you see, but what you believe is possible. That idea has shaped Stirling throughout its history. As the university approaches its 60th anniversary next year, we do so with a clear sense of both what has been achieved and the opportunities that lie ahead. What has defined Stirling across these 6 decades is not simply our history, but our willingness to think differently, respond to change, and encourage our students to imagine new possibilities and to make a difference beyond this campus. Your time here has given you more than a qualification. It's given you knowledge, resilience, friendships, and I hope a broader perspective on the world and your place in it. You've learned to navigate challenge, adapt to change, and keep moving forward even when the path is not obvious. Many of you will have already discovered that growth rarely feels dramatic at the time. It isn't defined by one massive leap, but by the daily microscopic habits of embracing and dealing with small challenges consistently. Turn up, prepare, contribute, and you'll go far in life. That is part of what today represents, not only what you've achieved, but who you've become. People talk frequently of a learning curve, but in life, I believe there's a becoming curve. Taking the knowledge you've gained and turning it into wisdom, empathy, and principled action over time. Setbacks are inevitable. Use these to build a stronger foundation. The qualities that brought you here to this university, curiosity, determination, adaptability, and resilience will serve you well, whatever the road ahead. Congratulations and have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Jerry. Now, we're coming towards the end of our ceremony, and you will have a chance as they leave the hall to watch your graduates get out of their seats and process after everybody else has left the stage. So take that further opportunity before we leave the hall today to congratulate them one more time. But can I just thank a few people who've helped make the ceremony today such a success. First of all, you'll have noticed all around the campus today people managing the car parks and ensuring you get to the right place at the right time and push you along the corridor to make sure you're all in on time and so on, and around our ceremony here today looking after you. Many of them are staff or volunteers contributing to the success of our ceremonies in June 2026. So a huge thank you to all the staff and volunteers who've made this ceremony such a great occasion. A big thank you to Piper Daniel Sweeney, who will play the music as we leave this morning. If you've got a wedding or a birthday or something coming up soon, he is available. I think it's www.piperdan or something like that. You can find him on the internet. I think he's always available if and looking for a little bit of work on top of these university ceremonies. So thank you to Dan, and look forward to hearing the pipes before we leave. Huge thank you to our British Sign Language interpreters, who I know have made the ceremony intelligible for those who were not having to listen to me directly today. Great job, and sincerely appreciated, so thank you to them. And of course, a big thank you to the presenters and to Lisa Holman, who brings the mason, our symbol of the power of the university, and will lead us on the way out too. But before we finish, I just wanted to say one more thing, and that is that I hope those of you who have graduated with business or economic awards this morning will contribute to helping us find sustainable growth in our economy at home and elsewhere in the world. Wherever your degrees take you, good luck in that. As a former teacher myself and an education student here at the university, good luck to all you teachers out there. It's a tough job, but it's the best job in the world. And I wish you all the best. It was my vocation, and I think, hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did, and you have the careers that allow you to make a real impact on the lives of the young people who are in front of you in the classroom. But I wanted to say something, just a couple of sentences about arts and humanities. We hear constantly that we need more scientists and more techie people and more business studies students and more professionals in education or social work who are here today as well, and so on. But in the arts and humanities, we need to also celebrate the way in which we challenge ourselves to think, to create, to innovate, to do something that little bit different and special. So for those of you today who are graduating in perhaps more pure arts and humanities subjects, do not let anybody talk down what you have done. Celebrate the arts and humanities and speak up for it and advocate for it, because without that we're not properly a full society. And I hope that I wish you all the best in your future careers as well. That leads me to say that I now declare this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions closed. Thank you very much.